Dear students, let us come to the poem in the second unit. The poem is titled The Fortune Teller and it is written by Joseph Furtado. Joseph Furtado was a great Indian poet writing in English and he belonged to Goa, though he was a lesser known poet. But he has written very humorous and reflective poems. The Fortune Teller is one such poem wherein the poet has used pidgin English and he has made use of this language not only to bring out humor but he has also tried to reflect on the Indian culture and especially the characteristics of the fortune teller. In this poem, you will find that the poet has tried to express different aspects of the personality of the fortune teller. The poem is a sort of a dramatic monologue. Now, what is a dramatic monologue? In a dramatic monologue, there is one speaker who is speaking and the listener is a silent listener. The listener has no voice in the poem. It is only the speaker who speaks, and we as readers, we have to paint the character of the speaker and the listener through what the speaker says. This is a dramatic monologue, and it has been made very, very interesting by the poet by throwing light on various aspects of the personality of the fortune teller. I will read the poem slowly and I shall explain it to you. Kindly pay attention. The Fortune Teller. Fortune teller Mem Sahib, tell fortune very well, past, present, future tell, only 1 rupees, all fortune telling fees, fortune teller Mem Sahib. Now here, the fortune teller is addressing an English woman. Now he has come across a customer. And you know very well how fortune tellers, they want to lure the customers. And therefore, their language is very, very sweet. The fortune teller appears to be very, very modest, appears to be very, very innocent. And therefore, he says, I can tell you past, present, future. Past, present and future. See, without knowing the person. But he says, I shall tell you for only 1 rupees. See the use of the singular and the plural. 1 should be rupee. But he says, only in 1 rupees. I shall tell you your fortune, and that is the fee for fortune telling. Fortune telling is supposed to be, something very, very important, something very great. But that is the fee he is going to take. Sahib's hand 1 minute, please. Now first he has a dialogue with he has a monologue rather, I should say, with the lady, and now he wants the hand of the Sahib, that is the husband of that lady. Sahib's hand 1 minute, please. No like, no give me fees. That means if you don't like what I say, you need not pay me the fees. Sahib, plenty money make, half cunning people take. And so he says that Sahib earns a lot of money. But there are cunning people in his life. They take away all his money. I see Sahib marry twice. And from his hand he says, I can see that he is going to marry twice. The second Mem Sahib nice. So nice and pretty wife, keep Sahib dil khush all life. And then he says that after looking at the hand of the Sahib, he has come to a conclusion that he shall marry twice. And the second wife of that Sahib is going to be very pretty, very beautiful. And not only that, but she will keep him always happy. Dil khush, a Hindi word has been added there. And here, somehow we get a hint that the Sahib must be an aged man. And the English woman who is along with him must be a young woman. who is very pretty and beautiful. And therefore, the fortune teller has deduced that he must have married her and she must be his second wife. She gives Sahib children three, all beauty bright to see. First, second boys, last girl, like very pretty pearl. And not only that, but that second wife will give him three children, two boys and one girl. And girl, also what kind of a girl? Pretty girl, like a pearl. But first would be two boys. Now again here, the poet has tried to show how Indians are very much, fond of boys. There should be a boy child in the family because he is the one who continues the lineage of that family. And therefore, he is trying to impress the Sahib and the Mem Sahib. Sahib reading very much, religion books and such. Sahib star to rise in west, no understand the rest. I tell no more, no less. Now, he has tried to explain to the Sahib that he has interest in reading and especially what kind of books? Religious books. Because religion is very important in India and that is reflected through the understanding of the fortune teller. And that is how he is trying to impress his customer. Moreover, he says, Sahib's fortune will rise in the west. Because again he knows, the fortune teller knows that generally Indian people, they have great love for the West. And naturally, he is trying to impress him through such things. Rest of the things he says, I don't understand, and so I shall not tell you anything more, nor shall I tell you anything less. But what makes certain guess? Sahib's years now 44, live certain 40 more. No lie, Sahib, see this here, this line show age quite clear. I never telling lie. What good do Sahib or I? No good, and why I should? Sahib's fortune very good. I get now plenty pies. Sahib's fortune very nice. Here he says, I can make certain guesses. But that too, guess, he says, I am making on the basis of the lines on the hand of the Sahib. And what is that guess? Sahib's years now 44, live certain 40 more. Now he has guessed the age of the Sahib and the age of the Sahib is 44. So he shall live up to 84 years old. And he says again, I'm not telling a lie. Sahib, see this. It is here. This line shows quite clearly. And I am not going to tell any lie. Because if I tell a lie, what good will happen to me or to the Sahib? In this way, he is trying to be very, very modest, very, very innocent. No good, and why I should? Sahib's fortune very good. I get now plenty pies. Sahib's fortune very nice. And he has come to the conclusion that the Sahib's fortune is very nice. So naturally, in any way, he is going to get plenty of pies. Pies is, an old Indian coin that has the lowest value. And it is expectation from the customer of getting money, that too more money than expected. And with this expectation, the line ends where he says, Sahib's fortune very nice. So he's repeating that the fortune of the Sahib is very good, it is very nice, he is very, very fortunate, he will have so many, things that he expects, because this is what generally the customers expect. And that is why the customers go to the fortune teller. So fortune teller, they know what is expected by the customer. They know the weaknesses of their customer. They know what should they say and at what moment They also guess from the body language of this customer. And that is how you will find the poet. He has brought out all these minute details from the character of the fortune teller through this poem. So, this is a dramatic monologue. Dramatic monologue has to be presented in a dramatic way because the fortune teller is speaking in a certain manner. You must have noticed how I have risen my tone, how I have, made my tone come down. That is a certain intonation pattern that I have used in this poem, is because this is a dramatic monologue. There is a certain way of presentation because that is how he has presented himself in front of the customer. And when you try to understand this presentation, you will understand the minute subtleties from this presentation. How he has used the language, what kind of words he has used, how he has tried to, study the culture of the society in which he lives. He has also tried to understand the psychology of his customers. And this is a very, very important aspect if you want to do some kind of a trade, because every day you come across new people. Every day you have new customers. And that is how here in this particular poem, in a very humorous manner, Joseph Furtado has painted the character sketch of the fortune teller along with the character sketch of the Sahib and the Mem Sahib. So this is how a dramatic monologue has to be understood. I hope you have enjoyed this explanation of the poem. And now, dear students, it is your duty to go through the questions that are based on this poem. Try to solve them in your notebooks. The word limit is given in the question. Please stick to the word limit. Try to make your answers concise. If it is said answer in 150 words, please answer in 150 words only. Please learn counting the words and writing your answer. It is a very, very important aspect of understanding language and literature. Thank you so much.